Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we discuss about electrolysis of aqueous salts. Aqueous salts stand for when salts are dissolved in water. आप जब salts को पानी में dissolve करते हो, then these salts are called aqueous salts and they are soluble in water. There are two types of aqueous salts. These are aqueous dilute salts and aqueous concentrated salts. Aqueous dilute salts stand for the salts that contain relatively less amount of solute, but in concentrated salts they contain relatively large amount of solute and relative less amount of solvent. So this is the difference between dilute aqueous and the concentrated aqueous salts. Now before the electrolysis of these salts, we should discuss about the reactivity series of positive ions and negative ions. Now first I will discuss about the reactivity series of cations. The ions that contain positive charge are called cations and the ions that contain negative charge are called anions. The list for cations and anion for selective discharge or the ease of discharge is in following order. Number 1, potassium ions, then sodium ions, then calcium ions, +2, magnesium ions, zinc ions, iron 2 ions, lead 2 ions, then H positive ions, copper 2 ions, and silver ions. This is the order of ease to discharge, means top to bottom the ease of discharge increases. Top to bottom in this series, the ions are more easily discharged down the group. Ease of discharge. We discuss about cations and discharge stands for because these ion moves to cathode where they gain electron. So gain of electron to form neutral atoms is called discharge. It means if we have sodium ions and hydrogen ions in solutions, then at cathode H positive ion will be discharged, not sodium. If we have H positive ions and silver ions in aqueous solutions, then silver ions are more easily discharged. So silver ion gain electron to form silver, H positive do not. This is the concept of ease of discharge. And the order of ease of discharge is that is Cl negative, Br negative, I negative, OH negative, and in case of sulfate ions and nitrate ions, they will never discharge. They will never discharge at a node. Again, the order of ease of discharge down the group increases. But if concentration is changed, then we have to change some rules. For example, all the cation discharge at cathode and all the anions discharge at anode. Now we discuss about first one at cathode. If we discuss about cathode, cathode itself is the negative terminal of the battery and all the positive ion moves to cathode. Now we have two options here, option number 1 and option number 2. Option 1 is if the metal ion above in reactivity series, then hydrogen, then H positive ion will discharge. That is, if positive ions above hydrogen, then after reaction your product is H2 gas, because positive ion do not discharge, only H positive ion discharge. And if the positive ions present below hydrogen in reactivity series, then in that case these ions discharge, not hydrogen. If positive ions below hydrogen, metal ion means copper or silver, they discharge at cathode and your product is metal, not hydrogen. तो ये हमारे पास एक कंसेप्ट है, वेरी सिंपल एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कैथोड के लिए. नाउ डिस्कस अबाउट एट एनोड. Anode itself is positive terminal of battery and the negative ion they moves to anode and will discharge. Now we have two options here. If halide ions are present, mean Cl negative, Br negative, I negative, then we have two options here. Option number 1, for dilute solution, halide ions never discharge, always OH negative ion discharge. And for dilute solution, your product is oxygen. Your product is oxygen. And for concentrated solution, where halide ions are in large excess, in that case, halide ion will discharge, OH never discharge. Your product is halogen. Your product is halogen, either chlorine, bromine, or iodine. And the last case, if there is no halide ion, means either sulfate, nitrate, and OH negative. In these cases, only OH negative discharge, and your answer is oxygen as a final product. So they are the reactions taking place at anode. Now we take some examples to understand the concept. Example number 1, we discuss about electrolysis of aqueous salts, mean aqueous dilute NaCl. Now first one, the ions present in solutions are, we dissolved common salt NaCl in water, so the ions present should be sodium ions in aqueous solutions, chloride ion in aqueous solutions, hydroxide ions in aqueous solutions, and H positive ions in aqueous solutions. So there are 4 ions present in solution. First time we discuss about at anode, which is the positive terminal of battery, and then reaction at cathode, it is the negative terminal of battery. At anode, the negative ion moves to anode. For dilute solution, the concentration of solute is less, so Cl negative ion will never discharge, only OH negative ions they are present below in reactivity series, और जो below होता है उसको इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन या लूज करना होता है. तो at anode always loss of electron take place, means oxidation. The OH negative ions moves to anode, they lose electron and form oxygen gas. Look at that. When halide ions are present, for dilute solution O2 gas is formed. तो we discuss about dilute solution. तो बच्चे इस केस में oxygen gas is formed from OH negative ions by the loss of electrons and water. Now we have to balance the equations. There are 1 oxygen on the left side, 3 on the right side. If we place 3 here, then there are 3 hydrogens, there are 2, they never balance. So we are going to balance the equation in generally even numbers. Should write 4 here क्योंकि 3 से balance नहीं हो रहा. तो 4 hydrogens आप balance करोगे, multiply with 2. There are 4 oxygens, 2 oxygen here, 2 here, they are balanced. 1 OH lose 1 electron, 4 OH lose 4 electron. So it is balanced equation. Therefore, the product at anode is oxygen. At cathode, the positive ions moves to cathode, but according to the rules of reactivity series, H positive present below then sodium. So H positive ions moves to cathode. There it gain electron because anode always gain electron. At anode always gain of electron take place, which is called reduction, and form H atom by gaining electron, but H exists in diatomic state. We have to balance the equation multiplying with 2. These are the reactions taking place at anode and cathode. Can we demand some questions here? Number 1, what ions are present? You say the ions are sodium ion, chloride ion, H positive ions, and OH negative ions. The second question, the product form at anode is your oxygen, and the product form at cathode is hydrogen. Now we take second example. If we take aqueous concentrated NaCl, aqueous concentrated NaCl, in that case ions are same, reaction are same, that is sodium chloride when dissolved in water you got same ions. Reaction at anode, for concentrated solution, salt ions are in large amount. Salts ion are in large amount, so the negative ion chloride ion moves to anode. Negative ion chloride moves to anode, and at anode for concentrated solution halogens are formed. But rule is same. Loss of electron take place. You got chlorine atom by losing electron, but chlorine is non-metal, exists in diatomic state. So we have to balance the equation multiplying with 2. At cathode, the rule is same, that sodium ions are there, H positive ion are there, but H positive ion are below in reactivity series. और जो below होता है उसे इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन करना है at cathode to form H2 gas. So product at anode is chlorine, not oxygen, and cathode having same product for both dilute and concentrated salt for NaCl solutions. Now we take next example, aqueous concentrated copper sulfate solution. Now first one, the electrolyte when ionized in water that decompose to form copper ions and sulfate ions. Water remain as such as positive ions and OH negative ions. At anode for concentrated solution, loss of electron take place. Out of these two ions, SO4 and OH negative, we know that sulfate ion will never discharge at anode. So here you got OH negative ion discharge at anode, they lose electron to form oxygen, and with the loss of water as well as electrons. We have to balance the equations. We should write 4 here, that we discussed already, and now this equation is balanced. In case of cathode having negative charge, these positive ion moves to cathode, but in reactivity series copper is below hydrogen. So copper ions are there that gain electron to form copper metal. So not hydrogen, because in reactivity series copper बच्चे below है then hydrogen or H positive ion. That's why reaction is same. If we discuss about aqueous dilute copper sulfate, aqueous dilute copper sulfate, the ions are same. At anode, loss of electron take place, and these two negative ions moves to anode, but sulfate will never discharge, so OH negative discharge to form oxygen. And at cathode, positive ion moves to cathode, copper is below in reactivity series, so your answer is same. So in the Cambridge question we discuss about electrolysis of aqueous copper sulfate, either dilute, either concentrated, reaction will remain the same. Now we discuss about electrolysis of dilute aqueous sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid when dissolved in water, it will ionizes to form H positive ions and sulfate negative ions. There are two hydrogens, so we have to balance multiplying with 2, and water will ionize to form H positive ions and OH negative ions. At anode having positive charge, at cathode having negative charge. At anode, the negative ion moves to anode where they lose electron. So sulfate and OH negative ions moves to anode, but sulfate never discharge, never lose electron. So OH is the one that lose electron to form oxygen with water and loss of electron. In order to balance the equations, we already discussed कि आप यहाँ पे 4 प्लेस करते हो, इधर 2 प्लेस करोगे और ये आपके 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन लॉस होंगे. And at cathode there are H positive ions that gain electron as usual. Reduction take place to form hydrogen atom, but it exists in diatomic state. तो your reaction is balanced by multiplying with 2. तो ये बच्चे आपकी electrolysis of dilute sulfuric acid. Now we discuss about some questions from the Cambridge paper. We have different columns here. First column we have electrolytes, then ions present, product at anode, product at cathode. The electrolytes are aqueous dilute sodium bromide, aqueous concentrated calcium chloride, aqueous copper sulfate, molten lead bromide, PbBr2, aqueous dilute sodium nitrate. The ions present are in aqueous solutions. H positive ion and OH negative ion should be there. Sodium ions and bromide ion. So these are the four ions present in aqueous dilute NaBr. For aqueous concentrated CaCl2, aqueous mean H positive ion should be there, OH negative ion should be there. From calcium chloride, we have calcium ions and chloride ions. In aqueous copper sulfate, we have H positive and OH negative from aqueous solutions, copper ions and sulfate ions from copper sulfate solution. In molten lead bromide, we have only lead ions and bromide ions. In aqueous dilute NaNO3, your ions are H positive, OH negative, Na positive and nitrate NO3 with negative charge. So these are the ions present in solution. Now product at anode is positive terminal. So negative ions moves to anode. In case of dilute solutions, we know that OH negative ion are in large concentration. They will discharge and produce O2 gas. Here in concentrated solutions, the negative ions Cl and OH, Cl negative ion is in large concentration, so they will discharge, they lose electron to form chlorine gas. In aqueous copper sulfate, the negative ion moves to anode. These two are negative ion OH and sulfate. Sulfate will never discharge, so OH discharged to produce oxygen in the gaseous state, chlorine in gaseous state, O2 in gaseous state. Here only we have one bromide negative ion that moves to anode, form bromine as a liquid. And in case of aqueous dilute sodium nitrate, nitrate never discharge, so OH discharge to produce again oxygen gas. At cathode having negative charge, the positive ion will discharge H positive, sodium positive, but H positive below in reactivity series, so H positive ion will discharge to form H2 gas. Here H positive and calcium is above, H positive is below, so H positive ion will gain electron to form H2 gas again. In copper sulfate aqueous solutions, copper ions are below in reactivity series, H positive ions are above, so copper is the final product as solid. In case of lead 2 ions, only one positive ion is there that moves to cathode to form lead. It is solid again in the metallic state. And in case of sodium nitrate, H positive and sodium positive, sodium ions are above, H positive ions are below in the activity series, so H positive gain electron to form H2 in the gaseous state. तो ये बच्चे आपकी examples according to your Cambridge paper.